And we are live.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to tonight's session of Sins of the Fallen. Where we last left off, the party was continuing their travel towards Orana, the capital city of the Oran Empire, to try and find someone to sell this ancient sarcophagus that they found underneath the asylum. Or, that was found. They didn't find it, but it was found underneath the asylum. On their way, Arthur got some dating advice and confessed his feelings to Kit. It was a touching moment, and it was torture for her. We then continued on to the city itself, where the party found out that they needed traveling papers as well as a manifest just to get into the city. The only one with anything resembling traveling papers was Malkir, who had his scroll of pedigree, being a noble himself. And so he was able to get into the city. Cat turned into a mouse, I believe, and jumped into his pocket. And then the rest of the party went on their separate ways, trusting Malkir to get them the papers they need to get into the city. So that's where we will pick back up. So who wants to go first? Malkir and Cat, or the other half of the group? Is Nestor here?
That is the question, isn't it?
Because I know oftentimes he's eating at the beginning of the session and is not able to talk.
Sounds
All
like
right.
it's gonna be the rest of us.
Yeah, it's gonna be the rest of the party. Okay.
I have a question.
Sure.
Level up stuff
Yes.
after long rest or right away?
You can get it right away. You don't have to
Yes.
wait for a long rest.
Cool.
But like, you guys haven't really had combats the last couple like in-game days, so you would have had a long rest anyway.
Perfect.
All right. So, everybody except for Malkir and Cat, you guys just kind of leave the queue to get into the city. The long line of people trying to get in, stretching behind you. What do you do? As a reminder, the city walls separate the interior city from like the exterior. There is like a settlement style housing outside of the city, or like people that can't afford to live within the walls basically set up their homesteads and shops and marketplaces, that type of thing. So, what would you like to do?
I want to look at Kit as we're pulling out of earshot.
Yeah.
So, do you know what these papers are supposed to look like?
I mean, I think I would, right? Or at least like a vague idea. Like, maybe not like perfectly 100%, but I feel like Kat and I would have probably traveled outside of the city on occasion. So, I'd have an idea of what they could look like, right?
Make a history check.
Okay, I'm using the shittier version of Roll20, so brace yourselves, everybody.
Oh boy.
Our favorite.
Yes. It's okay, I believe in you, Roll20. History. 16.
So, with that history check, you would have like a general idea of like what the form would look like, as the Empire likes to keep everything kind of orderly and efficient.
Mm-hmm.
However, you wouldn't be able to know the beginning of the mountains of legal mumbo jumbo that goes into said form. So, at a cursory glance, if you were to like make something off of your knowledge, like you could get through. So it kind of depends on how in depth they're gonna look at the forms. Because
Okay.
if they look closely and realize that the form is just filled up with like words of aspiration, it's like, wait a second, this isn't the form we need.
Well,
and it's just,
I guess it'll be
insert filler text.
Yeah, it's a bunch of
Right.
lorem ipsum. All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe between Ruby and I, we can come up with something that still looks like it makes sense, and it's not just.
I
Obviously, it
forged
won't be
many
exact, but I feel like maybe between the two of us, we could get something passable.
Yeah, I feel like I've forged many a document in my day to at least have an idea of what sort of legal mumbo jumbo to fill in. I want to pull Cat into the cart with me, and
But-
I want to pull Kit into the cart with me. Cat's a mouse in a pocket. I want to pull
Not
Kit
confusing
into the
at all.
cart with me. And do my best to try and forge up some documents for us to get in.
So you're just
I
gonna
will
do this
help her.
out
no.
in the open on the cart?
Well, like, way. Like, we
Yeah, I figured we were like getting back in line.
Oh, are you getting back in line?
Well, do we want to get back in line or do we want to just sit around and wait?
I don't think we need to get back in line just yet.
Maybe we
No.
just like
We don't know how
need
long
to
they're
maybe
gonna be.
get back in line. Yeah, maybe we don't get back in line right away, just in case. Also, so
Okay.
like maybe other people aren't watching us do this, so we'll like
Yeah.
go off somewhere that's a little more sutel.
Yeah.
Like, go off a ways away from the line, take a couple minutes, jot something down.
Okay, so you're trying to find like a secluded area to do this in then?
It's probably the smartest thing to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. I guess this would be a investigation check to try and find an area where you can park up to do your illicit paperwork.
Who do you want to make the check?
I guess whoever's taking the lead on it.
I can do it. I have a decent investigation.
I was gonna say I can. I mean, I feel like we're both like, all right, let's do this. So we're both scouting for a place, and then we're gonna get to work. So I can help you, I guess, on both if allowed.
All right. So it sounds like Kit is helping. So
Yeah.
you can roll with advantage.
Great. Off to a great start tonight.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't the one.
That's true.
We can only go up from here.
Can we?
What were both of the rolls? I can't see them on the app that I'm using.
One
It
and
was-
two.
It was a 1 and a 2.
This is
Great.
Level 4. Oh wait, no, that's just random.
All right. So you guys get off of like the main thoroughfare and kind of slip through like an alley between two houses into what kind of looks like someone's backyard. Just start getting to work.
Oh god.
Great.
Nice.
Fantastic. Before I start getting to work on the papers that we need, can I look at the papers that we had to get out of the asylum? Is there any, like, identifying information on there that I need to make sure I carry over since they already saw that? Like, names, anything like that. I want to make sure I use that as something to kind of, like, base information off of so that since they saw that, if they remember that they saw that, there's not conflicting information going on.
Sure, yeah. You could, like, take down, like, the warden of the asylum. It was on her orders, and, like, where you guys came from, being the asylum itself.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty simple details. Not a lot you have to jot down for that.
Great.
All right. And so Kit's help is what's making this even possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am gonna need a. It's gonna be a forgery check. At disadvantage. I'd say. So
And
it'd be
my
like
help makes it a straight roll?
no, your help
Yeah.
makes it even possible.
Great.
And so this would be like a skilled intelligence check. So you could do investigation again if that's just skilled and not expertise.
Yeah, I have a forgery kit button.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Disadvantage. Let's... A 5 and a 4 is what I rolled.
You're improving.
Oh my god, we're never getting in this city.
All right.
I'm gonna get arrested.
It definitely looks like some kind of document.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to do with that. Alright, well, we have something. What are we going to do when we get back to the gate?
I said we just wait for Melchior to come back so we can hopefully use that. And if that fails, then we can use this. I mean, that's my suggestion, unless anybody else has a better one.
I don't have a better one.
Fortunately, that's the plan I was going to come up with, so I know it's really good.
Should we just keep hanging out here until then, or do we want to go somewhere else?
As you guys are having this conversation, the back door of the house that you guys are hiding behind opens, and you see a man in simple clothes comes out, and he yells, "What are you doing? What are you doing on my property?"
Sorry, we were just searching our cart for something. We'll go on. Somebody move us.
Oh no! It's get off your lawn! Get off my lawn, man!
Oh, all right, you guys quickly get out of the man's yard, and yeah, as you guys are running away, you hear him kind of muttering something under his breath in a language that I don't think any of you understand, actually.
What language is it?
You would recognize the language, Kit, being having spent so much time in the capital. This man was saying something in Orin, which is the native language within the kingdom uh, of Or.
Would I know? Would I know this language?
Yeah, but just out of curiosity, would any of us know that language?
I
Fucking
mean,
grew up here.
if for those that live in the Empire and still thinking about the languages they decide to pick, you can decide to have learned that
Switch one?
language.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'll switch one of the ones I do know to Orin.
Okay. So yeah, now that you apparently know the language,
I didn't know that was going to be an option.
Instantaneous learning.
Had I known that, I would have picked that one originally. Had I known that it was like an option to choose.
oh yeah, I guess I did forget to mention that each of the countries on the continent does have their own native language.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which you don't have to know the language to be from that country. It's more of like a because all of the countries have kind of like spread out and taken over other smaller countries.
I took advanced linguistics in college.
Yeah. So, like for example, you're not from Orana, or the Kingdom of Or. So really, only people that live in like Or proper speak the language. But you did live in the capital, so it makes sense that you would know the language.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm taking the language.
Now that you
Because I
know.
also think
Oh yeah, go ahead. You can. So, as I was saying, now that you apparently know the language, you would know that basically he was just cursing in another language.
Alright.
Just basically cursing you guys out under his breath in a different language.
Yeah. Wait, do they only speak the language in the capital? Or they speak it all over the empire?
You might run into like some people who speak the language, but it's more common around the capital. So like the capital and and like the villages nearby, everybody's like a native speaker, and they just also speak common because that's like the merchant tongue that's kind of spread throughout the world.
Alright.
But like if you go all the way over to Killamore to the west, like barely anybody speaks Orin over there.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say because like we went to school like in Ithaca, which is not that far.
Yeah,
but we probably you learn like all the grammar and everything, but then we picked up good like speaking skills while living in the Empire,
you probably have like conversational Orin, but you're not like fluent.
I was a graduate.
I went to college.
I was just gonna say that.
College. I didn't give myself a student backstory like this for nothing. You'll be useful.
All right, so as you guys leave the old man's lawn, what are you guys doing now?
Guess just trying to find a spot that's not in line, but not in someone's yard.
All right, do you want to like find like a tavern or something to hold up in while you wait for Malkir?
You mentioned this at the beginning, right? But I was like half like paying attention because of my nose. But it's like we're trying to get into like the main like more important inner part of the city, right? But there is stuff like outside of the walls. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, the amount of people that live in the capital city, that like there's not enough housing inside the capital.
Yeah.
For everybody to live there, and so like everything inside the walls is very expensive. So people just started building houses outside the walls, and it just kind of branched out there. And
gotcha. So there's like the inner city, then you got like the suburbs.
Yeah, it's very similar to that actually. You got the suburbs, and then after a while, like you start getting into like the farmland of like the irrigated, like water. Where all the aqueducts are.
Alright, sounds good. So I guess we could probably just try and find we'll find a tavern or something to go to while we wait.
Alright.
Makes no sense.
Sounds good. Let me just go to tavernnamegenerator.com.
Ah, yes, the Leaky Pipe Tavern.
Okay, I like this one. You stop at the wooden meerkat.
Wooden meerkat?
Yeah.
Love it.
Man, I think I remember seeing one of those when I was making king taverns and stuff for the capital. That sounds really familiar.
Yep.
I love the idea that there is just a sign that is just a meerkat. There's not an actual name or anything.
Oh yeah.
And his less important cousin across the way, the raunchy sack.
Yikes.
Wow.
All right. So you guys go to the wooden meerkat. We'll say this is kind of like a inn and tavern. So if you want, you can stable the cart there, so it's not just out on the street.
I was gonna be like, do they have a patio?
Yeah. Yeah. You talk to like a stable hand, and they get your cart all taken care of, and you head in, and you can, as you walk in, you can see that this is it's actually pretty busy, as you get the sense that this is like a merchant's inn for people specifically waiting to get into the city. There's like people still waiting on paperwork, or if they have like a lot of cargo that needs to be inspected before it's allowed into the city.
Gotta go through customs.
Yeah, basically.
Damn,
yeah.
I didn't make a customs one for this. I gotta make one of those now. Shit. It's too good not to.
And yeah, you see. Let's see.
I was gonna say, do we see anybody that happens, maybe not just like has their paperwork flat out on their table, but like anybody got some paperwork we can peek at? Let's see if we can make ours look a little better.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out who the innkeeper is.
Oh, random name generator. Hit the buttons a couple times.
Well, like it's a random character generator, and like I changed the alignment to random, and then it was just like slaver, jailer, torturer. I was like, what? Holy crap!
What the fuck?
Calm down. Back it up.
I just want a normal dude.
Yeah, I was like,
I mean-
can we make change taverns? I'm not comfortable here anymore.
But
Yeah.
how interesting would the innkeeper be if he was named Slaver Dave?
Slaver Dave. All right.
Nice.
God, traitor Andy.
So
Slaver Moon.
Oh my god.
Oh god. So as you guys head in, you can see that there is an elf gentleman kind of running around, and he says, "Oh, hey, traveler. Go ahead, grab a table. I'll be right with you. Take your order."
Alright, the first thing I'm gonna do when I enter is I'm gonna spread a rumor.
Okay. All right.
Alright.
Love it.
I'm gonna spread a rumor that the greatest performer ever has arrived. And I actually do have a spell for that.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. What book is that from?
That's from the from all those.
Oh my god, that's
Secret.
hilarious. Okay.
I was like, oh, this fits perfectly.
Okay. So you're not actually talking to anyone.
Nope.
They just like this rumor just magically gets spread to everybody in the tavern.
Everybody in the tavern because it's
Oh my
crowded
God.
and so it's like, yay!
Oh my god. Do you say who that person is, or you just say that they're here?
Yeah, I can fit it in. Yeah, the greatest performer ever, Casper, has arrived. Yeah, that's 10 words or
Okay.
less.
Okay. I wanted to know if you were saying yourself or some other person, or leaving it up to the people to figure to
You
decide.
almost have enough extra letters to fit your whole name.
Almost. That would take the whole rumor.
All right. So yeah, as your spell kind of fans out to everybody, you hear everybody like in kind of like hushed murmurs start talking about. Did you hear about Casper? Yeah, I heard he's in town. And it just goes from there.
Right. And to take a seat at a table.
All right. After a minute or two, this elf gentleman comes, kind of moving quickly up. Says, "Hey there, folks. Welcome to the Wooden Meerkat. My name is Oland. My stable hand said that you guys parked a cart out back, so we'll just add that to the bill. What can I get for everybody?"
Did you say your name was Olan?
Oland.
Olan. Nice to meet you. I'm Casper. I'll just take a simple ale, thank you.
Wait, the Casper?
The Casper, yes.
Holy shit! A simple ale. We gotta get you the best thing on the house.
Oh, I appreciate it. It's very generous.
And for your, is this your band or your posse?
These are my roadies.
Your roadies. Okay. Yeah, we'll get you guys something then. Yeah, and you are brought a very fine bottle of wine on the house to share amongst your retinue, as well as everybody gets like a bowl of like the house special stew.
Thank
That's
you.
good.
You are quite generous for us.
Are you spending the night, or are you just trying to get into the city?
We are currently waiting on paperwork from the city. I have sent one of my other roadies in to acquire it. However, if he takes longer than he should, I will fire him and we will stay the night.
All right. Well, let me know. Might want to put a name down for a room or two before it gets too late. We start to fill up as the sun starts to set.
We will happily put a name down in the meantime.
All right. You want to reserve 1, 2, 3 rooms?
Well, between all of us, we might want. Do you have 4 rooms?
I can do 4 rooms.
Well, we'll reserve 4.
Okay. And he heads off to take care of that. Your food is brought out. Anything anyone else would like to do in the tavern in the meantime?
I just say to everybody, I'm surprised they've heard of me.
Which
Troll.
everybody else would have also heard the rumor, so it's like,
Yeah, we all definitely.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
Well, we're not stupid.
Actually, you know what? I'll go along with anything Casper says if it can continue to get me free alcohol, so
Yeah, that's
I'm fine with it.
Kids were upset about being called a roadie.
If there was not free alcohol, so would Ruby. She'll do a lot for a free glass of wine.
I just go, what's a roadie? And I keep eating and drinking.
I was wondering the same thing.
It just means that you assist in setting up my performance.
Oh,
For
alright.
the help. On the road.
There are much worse things in the performance life to be. Like a pincushion.
A pincushion?
Yeah, it's the one that gets all the daggers stuck in them.
That's not a very fun job.
They usually don't live more than one show.
Huh.
All right. Well, we'll jump back over to Malkir and Kat.
I'm Cat.
You are Kat.
Mm-hmm.
So, Malkir, as you're the one who's currently not a rodent in a pocket, where are you going?
Well, I would follow up with the division that Kit told me might be our best luck for potentially getting this coffin inside the city.
And remind me, where did Kit tell Malkir to go? Did she just tell him to go to
It
like
was
where
we had
your
talked
work?
about it. No, we had talked about it that there was probably there was a probably like a department within like the magical sector that was devoted more to like older magic and like older relics and stuff like that, and like the study of them. But like I wouldn't know who they were exactly, but I would just know of them, and then I knew roughly where they were, and then that was the direction. And I said either go there or to where Kat and I work, whichever one ended up working out.
Okay. So you have two options, Malkir. You can either go to the place that handles older artifacts, which would be the Department of Antiquities, or you could go to Kit and Kat's work, which is commonly referred to as Massa.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Really?
So I'm gonna end the stream here.
And Matt's playing with everybody with Sins of the Fallen. This will be our final episode. And in fact, it's ending right now.
That's a wrap.
So many more. I've made so many of these.
Just you wait.
I'm just laughing at how he said that, which is named Massa.
You know what? You got through it
Good delivery.
with
Thank
a
you.
solid delivery, so...
Alright.
So happy.
Alright, we
I
can
would
probably.
like to exit pocket and go onto shoulder.
Alright.
Squeak.
Just like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alright, so we can try the Department of Antiquities first.
Squeak.
All right. So, how are you getting there? As far as I know, you have never been in this city, Malkir.
No, I have not
I
ventured this
will-
far.
I will telepathically
You can do that?
give directions. Yes, I can.
You'd be like, alright, you want to take this left? No, that right. Nope, I was wrong, right?
He's turning left.
Alright, I will follow your directions. I didn't know that was a thing you could do.
Yes, it is.
All right. So, you leave the main gate that you guys came through would have been the eastern gate, and start making your way through this area of the city. This being the shopping quarter, where all of the different marketplaces and businesses run all of their different selling their wares and It's a shopping place. Going through the main marketplace, you eventually get to another gate as you find that the walls are not just exterior; they actually segment the walls into and the city into different districts. However, to get from the shopping quarter to this next area is not as heavily watched. They still check your papers at the gate, but there's not like a long line or anything to get in. They mostly just kind of like take a cursory glance at your scroll of pedigree. It's like, oh yeah, you can go in. As you head into the Magitech quarter, where a lot of the different government-run departments of various research groups and manufacturing plants are.
I hear Magitech and I'm like, really? We steal Final Fantasy too?
I didn't name it.
That was maybe.
Know what you're talking about.
That's fine.
It's a really
Alright.
apt name, okay?
It says exactly what it is.
All right.
Perfect.
All right, and eventually you find the Department of Antiquities, which is like compared to some of the other buildings in the Magitech Quarter, it seems to be a bit smaller. You get the sense that maybe it's not as well funded as some of the other departments.
There's not much grant money to be going around in history.
No.
But they're tenured, so they can't get rid of them.
That's the one.
All right. Sort of go in, see what the general vibe is like, and sort of see if there's anybody who can help us.
Sweet.
All right.
Be like, knock on the door. Hello? Is this place even alive?
Yeah, it's the door's open. You go in, and you can see there's like a front kind of like reception desk area that is currently sitting empty.
Look to see if we got like a bell or anything that I can use.
Yeah, you ring the bell that's on the front counter, and there's kind of like a pause, and then you hear a sound off in the distance, and then suddenly tearing around a corner of a bookcase, you see a flamboyantly dressed tabaxi woman. There's like, yes. How can I help you? What? Who are you? What? Sorry. What do you want?
I was hoping to talk to you about a potential antiquity that I'm trying to bring into the city.
To sell.
To sale.
What?
If you have time, I can give a more in-depth explanation.
Ask for a manager.
I'm sorry. We weren't expecting any new antiques. Who are you with?
Melchior Rovaxon, I'm bringing I'm bringing a very rare and undiscovered antique into the city, and I'm having trouble with your legal section of it. So I was hoping one of you could help with papers or something.
Okay. I mean, we would have to put in a request to allow such an item into the city. Huh. What's the nature of the artifact?
Coffin.
I think this is when Kit usually puts the charm on.
A coffin.
Large coffin, no seams. Very interesting to deal with. We have yet to properly deduce its origin.
Wait, if it doesn't have any seams, how do you know it's a coffin?
General shape, and I would guess, like, the ornamentation on it.
Okay.
To be fair, it looks like it would hold something about, like, roughly humanoid sized. It was very spur of the moment discovery, and we figured it would be best to bring it here for further study and or to find somebody with more coin who could possibly take it off our hands.
Where was it discovered?
Can I run like off of Malkir and back and around to where she had came from?
Sure. Are you trying to be stealthy about it?
Yup.
Alright, then make me a stealth check with the stats of a rat, I guess, would be the closest.
Right. I keep forgetting that I have to have other animal stats
Yup.
up on a druid. Why do I do this? Okay.
It's gonna be fine. You're small.
Oh, good. There's no bonus. Anyway.
I think wild shape actually gives you something good for.
Oh, it's if I'm
if you're-
proficient, which I'm not, so it's fine. Hey!
Holy shit.
The stealthiest mouse
Man,
alive.
what's that like?
Alright, yeah, Malkir, your psychic mouse goes running off your shoulder, and
Alright.
Disappears behind the counter.
Alright. Not gonna worry too much about it. I assume she has a plan.
Alright?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, you see this Tabaxi woman is looking at you, waiting for you to answer her question.
I lost track of the mouse. What was the question?
Where
Where
did you find this coffin?
Where were we located in? Like, what was the general area the asylum was placed in? Because I don't want to name specifically the asylum.
The asylum, you would know that it was on the edge of some mountains, and there was a small village around the asylum itself. It was built on the ruins of a cathedral, like a church.
All right, sort of say it was like an abandoned cathedral that was up in the mountains, bit to the. I would assume that we were west, right? West of Orana.
Northwest, yeah, like
Northwest of Orana.
Northwest of Orlando. So, like near Carlo?
Around the area, more near the mountain, more near the. To be, I'm not obviously a cartographer, so I can't give you the specifics. I get lost just trying to find the fucking nearest church in the city.
Okay, well, I can put in a request for a provisionary license to bring it in so we can at least identify what it is. Here, she goes back to one of the bookcases and finds like a file and pulls out a piece of parchment, and she hands it to you, and it is a form. It's like, can you fill this out, please?
Your city loves its red tape.
I didn't make the procedure. It's just we're just following it.
Alright. I will stall for time by filling out this form.
The speed of bureaucracy.
Yep. So, Kat, you head back the way this woman came. You go down several lines of bookcases until you find a small office where there is a desk kind of laden with papers, different like charts of different excavations that are being conducted throughout the empire, as well as like a few kind of like odds and ends baubles of different things that look very old, probably taken from different dig sites over the years.
Gotta stay on task. We can get the other stuff later. Okay. No, coffin more important. Can I look for maybe a recent thing that was like brought in, or like papers on one for a recent thing that is like requesting to be brought in, or like even something from maybe an excavation that wasn't like too far that it seemed plausible that a sarcophagus thing could come from?
Basically, you're looking for someone else's license.
Yeah, basically. Someone else's permission to bring whatever in, because I'm sure they have to keep that kind of documentation. Whoa. Always.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was muted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you kind of like climb up on top of the desk and just kind of start looking through the random papers on top of the desk, as it's not really able to open the drawers with mouse hands.
Yep.
You go ahead and make a investigation check to see if there's anything like that just out in the open.
It's a good thing you keep your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Yep.
Yep. Well, actually, I think I'm just as smart as a rat. Oh, good, I'm not.
Yeah, I was
That's a
gonna
real
say. It's an animal, yeah. All right. Yeah, you look around. You don't see any forms like that like could be used to copy. Yeah, you. It looks like the most recent like excavation was done at a ruin just southeast of Farenfor in the Ankanara Desert.
Just to southeast. Okay. That'll be fine, right? Yeah, that'll do. I'm gonna grab it in my little mouse mouth.
Okay.
And I will try and, sneak out of the building as I have a mouse, like going.
You basically grab like this like page one of a report about a completely different excavation, and just start making your way out of the building.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make another dexterity check for stealth. This time at disadvantage because you're just dragging this piece of paper behind you.
That's fair. Oh, that was only one. I'll do one more. I thought I hit 2, but I didn't. 11.
Okay. So Malkir, you're sitting there, filling
Kind of
out
really
this
be like,
form.
so what do you recommend I put down here?
Your name.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
As I was gonna be trying to leave, I was gonna also say to Malkir, I found something that might help. I don't know.
All right. Yeah, you, Malkir, you continue filling out the form, asking innocuous questions about every single section that needs to be filled out.
Gotta be thorough.
Yeah, exactly. And you see slowly making its way down the aisles of bookcases, this small mouse dragging a piece of paper as you hear Kat's voice in your head.
Respond to her also with psionic mind. Be like, okay, I'll try and get over to you. Help you out. All right. I will finish filling this out very quickly and pass it to her. Be like, feel free to take your time with that.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take care of this and send it out. And she turns around and goes back to her office and she says, "Oh my god!" As there's just a mouse dragging a piece of paper.
I will proceed to grab the mouse, seeing as how she just freaked out about it.
Okay, so you run over past her to grab the mouse.
I was just gonna make to run out like a normal mouse.
But you're dragging this piece of paper, so.
Oh, I'm picturing like Disney style mouse paper across, sticking out, run. I guess those are usually rats, though.
Yeah. Okay, so you go to grab the mouse. Are you also grabbing the piece of paper?
Yeah, I will try and slip that onto my person, and hopefully she doesn't notice.
All right, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
10. God, I hope that mouse is more of a distraction.
More the mouse drew attention to the paper. So, as you pick up the mouse and the paper, she says, "Oh, thank you. I'll take that back, please."
It's like, all right. You don't want me to get rid of the mouse fest?
Well, you seem to have a good grip on it, so I'll just take whatever that paper was and let you take the mouse outside.
God damn it. Alright. There's not much we can fucking do here.
Makes you could bite your hand. Cause more of a distraction.
Unless Kit wants to be a pain in the ass.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was muted. Well, that's what I was saying. I said I was gonna say in Malkir's head. Play along, I guess. Bite Malkir and then jump onto her.
Alright.
Okay.
We're gonna play along.
Alright, as you're kind of doing this as a surprise and not telling Malkir I'm going to bite you, go ahead and make a bite attack as the mouse against Malkir.
Yup.
It's fine. Dragonborn skin will take it.
Oh, guess what? My bonus is +0.
For the bite?
Yeah!
What?
They don't have a bonus.
They have like a minus like dex or something?
+0 to hit within 5 reach, 1 piercing damage. Rats are real strong, guys.
Real strong.
Is it a rat or a mouse? Now I'm confused.
Well, I'm a mouse, but I'm
Okay.
being a rat because there's no mouse.
I feel like it should at least be a +2 because, like, you would be proficient with your own mouth.
Nah,
You think, but that's not what it says.
No, they've +0 dex and -4 strength.
Right, but like,
We-
like if it was a -2 dex, then that would make sense because it'd be -2 +2. But it's just
Nope, it's 11 dex.
Wow. Talk about not being proficient with your own mouth.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I'd say that's bullshit. You should be proficient with your own mouth. So that's a 17.
Yay!
Okay, what's
But I
your
don't think I hit.
what's your
His
AC,
AC is
Malker?
14.
14.
My AC is 16.
16.
Oh, 16. I got it down as 14.
Well, is that with the shield though?
Oh yeah, that is with the shield.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be using a shield to protect you from the rat you're holding. So we'll say that hits. You take 1 point of damage, Malkier, and then the mouse jumps out of your hand and lands on the Tabaxi woman, who starts freaking out. Go ahead and make a acrobatics check with the mouse's dex.
I love rolling straight d20s. Hey!
All right, as the Tabaxi woman tries to shake you off, you hold on to whatever part of her fur you're currently grabbing.
Saying, pocket the paper!
Is that what you do, Malkier? Do you pocket the paper?
Pocketing the paper.
All right, and then what do you do?
I'm getting the fuck out because I don't want to deal
Alright.
with this.
You just run out as this woman is dealing with the cat mouse.
Ironic given that they're at the backseat.
Yep.
I know.
All right. You run out of the building. Cat, you are aware of him leaving. What do you do as this woman is trying to shake you off of her?
I'm gonna give him like a lick just a little bit, and then I'll kind of get off her and scurry off.
Okay. You scurry off. As you kind of like run out the door, she doesn't make a move to chase you, as that's where she wanted you to go anyway. And the two of you make your way out
Oh my-
into the street.
But I'm
And
free to go
reconnect.
back and steal a bauble. No, it's fine. It's okay.
On. It's like I'm just picturing the mouse is like making gestures with the hands, like focus, focus.
All right, so you guys reconvene outside the building with this random piece of paper about a different expedition into the desert.
Yup. I mean, I don't know if it'll actually help. I'll climb back onto Malkier.
Sort of like looking over what the fuck she found because I haven't looked at it yet.
So Balkir, as you walk away, I need you to answer me honestly. Did you put your real name down on that form?
No, of course not.
What name did you put down on that form?
I put down one of Malkir's great monikers of he basically just uses his fucking friends who is oh god, I forget my fucking what's in my notes.
What's that? You what?
Just saying one of his monikers, Lickmar.
1 second.
Like,
1 second, it's in my notes. Good old Safan.
Safan? Okay.
Safan.
Alright.
Safan the deer.
Safan the deer, okay. So, you guys leave the Department of Antiquities. Where are you going now?
sort of turn to my mouse companion and be like, "So, where to next?"
I mean, we can try seeing if my work will buy it, or we can see if that paper somehow helps us get in. I don't know.
Oh, you want us to pay a visit to your job?
Yeah. Although Kit probably wants to go too, but I want to see. But maybe let's go to work.
All right, I'm gonna follow Cat's lead here. I think it's
Where are you going?
To Massa.
All right, the Massa it is. All right. So, it's not far from the Department of Antiquities. However, it is completely different from the small building that you just left. As you enter onto like a large, like almost like a campus of just like this huge, like several huge research buildings, where you just see lots of different, like mages and technicians going about their day, going from place to place. What do you do, Malkir?
I'll be like, oh, you know this place better than me. Is there anybody who can help us that you know of?
Would I don't know. How long has it been since we were last at work again? A few weeks, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, aren't you guys like not out?
I'm not here. I'm a mouse. It's fine. I mean, they usually like not this kind of stuff, but I mean, it's kind of cool in research, and they'll know who might also like it, maybe potentially faster than the speed of
Bureaucracy.
paperwork. So just put the charm on and put the moves on, and maybe someone will help.
All right, I guess we're entering Massa.
Okay. So are you trying to find like another reception desk then?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. You go to like the main kind of like entrance hall to Massa, where there is a wide desk of like 3 receptionists because of the amount of people that come through this area all the time.
Do I know them?
I mean, you probably recognize their faces, but like
Okay, I'll
I
send him
doubt you
to
know
the
them personally.
nicest one.
Okay, sure.
The one who's the most willing to be like, oh, I shouldn't, but fine. That one.
Okay, you go to the nicest one, which is like a little halfling woman, and she says, "Hi, how can I help you?"
Hi, a friend of mine told me that you guys might be able to help me with a issue with getting some people getting through to some bureaucracy here.
No, getting a magic item into the city fast.
Getting through because trying to get magic items in is apparently harder than it seems, especially for someone who is not natively from Orana.
Oh, I'm sorry. We do a lot of like research with magic items, but we don't deal in like the trade of magic items, unfortunately.
That's the thing. My house decided it was a good idea to get, as a spur of the moment thing, send it all the way over to you guys, not realizing the bureaucratic implications of it.
And
So
that
it
the
is.
defense of the city is up, and that it's actually harder to get in.
Yeah.
Just adding things in his brain mid.
It's like
yeah, what?
that I was not made aware that there would be such a high alert and all this. It's proving to be a bit hectic. And
And see, that Massa would definitely want to research this.
You didn't know about the alert?
by the time I had left, they said it would have been fine. That the alert, that you would get in no problem with just your pedigree and the way you speak, and that you guys would be able to drop it off, and that you guys would happily take it in for research.
Right. So this is a magical artifact that you want us to research.
Yes.
Okay.
Ask
Who?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Who are the people that sent you this artifact?
Ask what the cause of the alert is, anyway.
So, to elaborate here, me and a couple of compatriots had found it while we were just out about in the mountains. We figured requisition a cart while we were there, bring it by. We didn't plan for this at all. It was spur of the moment idea. One of them thought it would be a good idea to drop it off, since she thought she knew a couple people who would like to look it over.
Wait, did someone send this to you, or did you just find it?
Find it, and then we decided to have it sent personally. Just ferry it ourselves down here.
What was the name of the guy that we killed?
The guy that you killed.
I don't remember.
Oh, from your backstory.
From the one shot. Yeah.
God, that is a great question.
The real question is, do they know he's
Charles?
dead?
We do.
Like Charles something?
Oh, they will too. Charles something. Sure.
Charles something, yeah.
I'm gonna say to Malkyr, I'm gonna say that you left for Professor Charles. I don't know what his title is. Anyway, whatever. And that while you were out there, we found this, and you thought he would want to see it. Like, if you don't know that he's dead, because he's dead, but don't pretend like you don't know he's dead.
Well, we'll say his last name was Mandrake.
Mandrake.
Yeah, Professor Charles Mandrake. Seeing how he's dead and probably will come up again. Okay. Are you telling that?
Yeah. Oh, and then Missy did them. Sorry.
Yeah, Malkyr, are you moving that along and telling that to this receptionist woman?
Yeah, I'll be like, so, while we were out there, one of my compatriots said that maybe Professor Mandrake might be interested in it, so we were like, if he's interested in it, we could probably get the cart and all that together and go down.
When was your last correspondence with Professor Mandrake?
I'll say like 2 months ago or something, like a long time ago.
Several months. We were out for a while, just mostly traveling. We haven't really been inside the city in several months.
All right. Well, I regret to inform you, sir, that Professor Mandrake is dead. He's been dead for almost a few months now. So fortunately, there's no one here that would be able to help you with your artifact or whatever it is.
But how are we supposed to get the team back in the city? Do that exactly how I did it.
So if he's not alive to accept it, This has made this entire ordeal that much more complicated. If he's dead, surely somebody else might be interested or would be willing to accept bringing it in so you guys can study it.
We need to bring the team in more than the thing. Too, don't forget.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. We don't give out personnel records to anyone walking in off the street. Sorry.
Sure, you can at least get my compatriots inside, because they've been on the road for weeks. It's incredibly disgruntled, and I would like to get them into a proper inn so that they can rest while we try and deal with this whole situation.
Oh, fortunately, sir, that's not something that we'd cover here. That would be someone you would have to talk to someone at the Department of Orange Defense.
We can go there. I know where that is.
Are they going to be seeing people at this time of day?
Maybe. I don't know exactly everything going on over there.
Alright. I appreciate the tip.
Alright, so are you leaving?
If there's nothing else that I can think of that could possibly budge her on this stance, then we will probably have to keep it moving.
Alright. So, you leave Massa, and head to the Department of Oran Defense, also commonly referred to as Dude.
God damn it.
I fucking hate it.
hate you.
I hate it so much.
Wow. I don't
So
want to get into
bad.
this city anymore. I want to leave.
I'm so happy.
Wouldn't it just be DOD?
It's
You would
No.
think,
You would
but
think
no. Apparently
it
it's
is-
DOOD.
They shortened the O.
I guess the word "of" for Orin is just super important. How many-
Yep.
Yes, sir.
It is very important.
It is. That's why it's dude.
Their model of importance must be modeled after Canadian language.
It
Oh god.
is.
If that were the case, we would have already been inside the city.
Oh gosh.
No, you would have been arrested by Mounties is what would have happened.
That's a different department. We haven't gotten to that yet.
Yeah,
Hey
we're not
folks, sorry for doing this, but you're gonna have to come off with us to the old jailhouse. We gotta search you again. Sorry for the inconvenience.
jailhouse.
The jail.
The nicest person you'll ever get arrested by.
I don't feel compelled to fight back.
Or we could
It's just
try
a-
with this one sheet of paper, or we can go to the dude.
Oh yeah. I'm annoyed that I can't just like send a message. I miss being a caster to a degree. God damn it. Miss having access to message.
They're too far for message anyway, though.
Alright. So we can either try with dude or
Dude.
She's so happy hearing people have to say these words.
oh god. Or we can just sort of slide this paper to Ruby and see if she can forge something that is going to be passable.
Whichever you think is better, since you have to do the talking.
Let's try Ruby first. I can always get back in with my papers anyway, because that does prove to be helpful.
Okay.
All right. So, with that, you head back to the outer city, leaving the Magitech quarter and going through the shopping quarter. You head back out into the outer city, and then you realize you don't know where they are.
Just sort of like where the cart was, be like, where the fuck did they go?
Could ask maybe a guard if they saw. I don't know.
Sort of like find somebody who was recently here. Like, have you seen a fucking guard that was over there? I swear to God, these fucking this help is so fucking unreliable.
You're saying this to a guard?
Yeah.
Well, I recommend finding better help then.
I just give him the look of like, I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm definitely gonna give him the look of like, you fucking unhelpful bastard.
Bitch, I'm trying to get my shit.
Keep moving, sir. There's people behind you.
Alright. Do you at least know where someone would most likely go to get drunk?
There's plenty of taverns outside the city.
Fucking hell.
Bitch, come here. It is a blood.
Looks like we're doing this the old-fashioned way.
I got it. Can I try and sniff them out? I have keen smell.
What are you trying to sniff?
I will try and sniff for...
I guess the real question is who wears heavier?
How is this guy
Who wears either heavier cologne or perfume? Casper or your sister?
Well, I'm probably more familiar with my sister's scent. So I will sniff for Kit.
Alright. Go ahead and make a perception check with advantage.
Nice.
Alright. Yeah, you get on her trail and you follow her scent into some random guy's backyard who yells at you guys to leave. Or, yeah, I guess yells at Malkir to leave because he doesn't see the mouse.
Literally just feel like sort of speaking back to him in order. Have you seen a fucking cart that rolled through here?
Yeah, he replies back in orange like, yeah, I told him to fuck off.
Did you see which direction they went?
He points up the street.
Alright. Appreciate you. Gets the fuck out of his way.
Keep on the trail.
Follow his vague ass directional point.
All right. You make your way up the road, and eventually, you start noticing that people are talking about someone named Casper, a famous musician who's in town.
I immediately facepalm that his name has already gotten around. Sort of ask them if
Perfect.
they'll be like, "Have you seen Casper?
Haven't seen him. I heard he's in town.
Do you know where he's staying?"
In town.
Do you know where a guy can get a drink?
Yeah. There's a couple places. Nearest one would be the inn, the Wooden Meerkat.
Appreciate you. I'll head that way.
All right, and with that, you head inside to find the party.
I will turn back to me.
I will drop the fucking accent that I've been putting on as soon as I reconvene with the party.
I just say squeak, even though I'm cat.
You're like, alright, apparently Oranin bureaucracy is well known to take forever and is incredibly slow.
Sounds terrible.
Agreed. And
I got a paper that might help.
again, might she was a mouse at the time snooping through files.
I got us rooms.
Anything can be more useful at this point.
I will pass her the paper. I don't know what you can do with this, Ruby, but I've seen you work better, Matt. Better.
Hides previous work.
It's like when the new student gets a C, and it's like,
Oh, we're
dude,
massive.
I just got down over.
Cute. I thought maybe we could pretend to be returning from debt.
Turning from what?
From the expedition thingy on that paper.
Oh, it's a good idea.
the good thing is, I don't think you need to necessarily use, like, hopefully the city's seals or any memorabilia. If anything, if need be, I can sort of roughly give you like my house seal and like all the legalese that we would use to permit a travel.
I think we should be able to make something work if we all put our heads together. I'm willing to give it another go.
Sadly, my forked tongue can only work so much magic.
Well, a decent set of papers should at least get us somewhere, if I can replicate something well enough. Can I give trying to make papers another shot? Given the new information I have.
Right here in the middle of the tavern?
I just want to farm, bitch.
No, we have rooms, right?
You reserved the rooms.
Yeah, you have reserved rooms. You haven't actually paid for them yet.
Another question: does anybody look like they're a little too tipsy?
Make an insight check.
I'm also assuming our other NPCs that are with us are in here as well, right?
Yes, they are also there.
Okay, just in case anybody had
18.
forgotten, we do have NPCs with us still.
Yeah. There's a couple people that you can tell are on their way to getting drunk, but as it's still kind of like early afternoon, they're not that drunk yet.
Sort of slowly, sort of whispered with Ruby and Casper. I think a couple of these people, if, persuaded with booze enough, might be willing to part with their papers
Good
to
work.
help. To help
The
in this
more-
little.
Venture. The more papers the more things I have to reference, the better it will be. When it comes time to actually work on such things, Casper, perhaps you could distract them with a performance, since clearly they're all looking forward to it.
Money.
Performance and booze?
You too, bitch.
I can always go for some booze.
I don't
Yeah.
see why. I don't see why you could just, make a sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Requirement that after every song, you're required to drink.
But I don't usually drink after every song.
I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the crowd.
We're your roadies, aren't we? We hype everybody else up enough to drink.
Yeah. And if not, we convince the bartender that Casper only performs if everybody gets a drink during the performance and after every song.
But why would we do that? Then they'd be too drunk to enjoy the performance.
Because then they'd be more easily to be stolen from.
We need them drunk, Casper.
It's easier to steal from a drunk man than it is to steal from a sober man.
I am?
Why are we stealing from them?
If I can get and I only need one. If I can get one good copy of a manifest and some travel papers,
Mm-hmm.
I can build an adequate forgery from it.
But why would anybody with papers be here and not in the city?
That's right, they're all waiting for papers. We did learn that.
No, they may have their papers. Some of them have, as you
Some of
mentioned,
them-
lots of cargo that they're just waiting for everything to be gone through.
Yeah.
So there
so
may
some
be
would-
some with papers.
I will also
We
be
can
looping
still
in. I'll also be looping in Sorth because I know that she's a bit more stealthy than me, for instance.
And maybe while we're getting everybody drunk, some of these people might get their papers while they're waiting, while they're
Yeah.
drinking.
Forget, lose.
No! Oh, fuck. I can't get it. It's stuck.
All right.
Either way,
Well, if I'm going to be performing, I need a bigger audience.
How big?
How big?
Probably. Something like that.
We'll see who shows up. I'm gonna spread another rumor that I'm gonna put on a performance.
Okay.
Here at the tavern.
All right. Yeah. You spread that other rumor, and everybody starts getting really excited. You can see more people start showing up, so the tavern starts getting really packed. There's even some people just kind of like standing outside looking in through the windows. You can see that Oland comes up, and he says, "Is it true? Are you gonna play for us, Casper?"
I had an idea too, yes. Of course, there's plenty of people here. I wouldn't want to disappoint them.
Okay. What do you need from us?
Is there a stage in this tavern?
Yeah, it's just like a small little stage, kind of off to one side, just like a step up from the rest of the tavern floor.
Perfect. Well, looks like you have a stage already, so I will take up a platform there. Do you happen to have a large bowl or jar for gratuity to be placed in?
Yeah, I can get something like that for you.
Perfect. Be much appreciated.
All right. So do you go up on stage?
Yeah, I'll go up on stage.
All right, you do so. Olin comes up, puts like a like a what looks almost like a cooking pot in front of you,
Perfect.
and everybody like kind of like quiets down as they see that you've taken the stage.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for showing up for my performance. Those of you that were already here. Welcome to a better evening. It warms my heart that you all have at least heard of my wonderful performance skills. So I've decided to put on a show for you.
Everybody starts cheering like, "Woo! Yeah, Casper!"
Yay, Casper!
Woohoo!
The hosts for this evening have provided a wonderful pot for me up front here. So if you do feel inclined, of course, it is not a requirement. Feel free. Leave something special, something extra, as the performance is free. But any additional donations do assist in my travels to be able to spread the joy of my performance to others. And of course, after the performance, I will be signing autographs up here and then later this evening at the table. But I do ask that once I leave the table, do not follow me to my room. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I will start playing a song on my lyre.
All right. Go ahead and make a performance check.
I would like to station myself near his pot.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Well,
While he's starting there, I will send 2 telepathic messages to Ruby and Sorth, telling them that they might want to start looking to get to work.
And I will send a telepathic message to Malkir, telling him that everybody's distracted and get to work.
Thank you so much.
A lot of
Alright,
telepathy at this party.
and I will
Yeah.
send a telepathic message to Kit, being like, hey, let's keep an eye for if any official-looking people enter the door as well.
And I can send a telepathic message back to Kat and answer her.
I hate all of you. Never happened to me. I want to go back to the puns. The puns were better.
And I sent a telepathic message to myself saying, "This is stupid."
It's like that fucking. Why am I picturing? It's like that scene from Family Guy Star Wars where everybody's nodding at each other.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
And I would also like to send a telepathic message to Mike, saying I'm keeping an eye on Casper's pot for not the gold or anything, but if anything cool like a trinket gets put
Okay.
in it.
Sure. All right. Yeah. As Casper plays his lyre, it's kind of like a chill, like acoustic jam type performance where everybody is just like silently watching with like wide eyes and bated breath. There's no like dancing or like cheering along. 'Cause it's not that type of music. It's just like a chill vibe type of thing.
Definitely going for like an eerie / haunting feeling.
Oh sure, yeah.
So anyway, here's one
Pull
rule.
out the wart.
Oh yeah, the war gong is just sitting next to me. Every once in a while, it gets hit.
Yeah.
Really emphasize the atmosphere.
The very
It's
important
weird.
part of the performance.
Yeah.
Weird combination of instruments. Lyre and war gong. Oh god.
And the banjo's on reserve.
Oh god.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, every once in a while like people will like come up and like throw in like a couple silver pieces. Yeah. And so what are Ruby and Sorth doing?
We're going to try to find. I mean, it would have been nice to have time to try and figure out who already had papers and was just waiting for clearance and who doesn't. But we're trying to find any kind of documentation that might help us.
Okay, so you're just like stealing then.
Yes, we are stealing.
Theft.
Cool. All right. Yeah, Sorth will help you. So go ahead and make sleight of hand check with advantage.
Okay. Maybe. I clicked it. My God, I don't want to roll anymore tonight.
Oof, I hate to see it.
Really do. Why am I rolling? It's fine.
All right. So, because Casper rolled a natural 20, nobody like gets like aggressive with you. It's more of like you're able to like stop yourself from getting caught. You're just unable to get the items that you're trying to get. As like every time you get close to like grabbing like someone's papers, like someone moves or nudges or something, and you have to like disengage or else you'll get caught. But that's like your one kind of like your one fuck up where it's given to you by Casper's Nat 20.
Thanks. Can I, before I attempt anything else, can I go up to the bar and just order something incredibly strong to drink?
Sure.
Not particularly caring about what it is.
All right.
She knows
Yeah.
she hasn't been doing a good job,
Yeah. Do you
and
want?
she's upset by it.
Do you want like a shot or do you want like a bottle?
I want a shot.
Okay. Yeah. It costs 3 silver, and it's a shot of gnome fire whiskey.
Great. Perfect.
Yeah, it is very strong.
Great. Perfect. Takes the shot, and then she starts to try and look for a new target, meets up with Sorth, and tries to make a new plan.
All right. So Sorth is like, I don't know if it's gonna work out that well. Just trying to grab people's papers lying around. Maybe there's like some kind of like con we can like set up to make it a little easier.
Okay. I don't
Well,
know if we want to. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. What are you gonna say?
I was thinking of, just setting up some kind of distraction, or could challenge them to something to keep somebody distracted while the other goes to work.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
Well, I was thinking kind of like a classic stumble and switch, where we kind of knock into someone, and then while we're like apologizing or whatever, like maybe we like spill a drink or something. While we're doing that, like the other one just like slips in, and just not even like just taking the paper, like switching it out with a different paper.
No, I think that'll work.
Cool.
Would you like to swap or distract?
Let me just look at Sorth's character sheet. Well, she doesn't have sleight of hand. She does have deception, so maybe she should distract.
Yeah, that works for me. I have sleight of hand and I don't have deception.
Well, there we go.
So.
All right. So yeah, you guys set up, and you wait kind of for like the little bit in between songs of Casper's set as people kind of applaud and like move around a bit, and it's during that time that Sorth bumps into this this dwarven merchant, and starts apologizing profusely. Let's see how she does on her deception. Okay, that's really good. So with that, because she is very distracting, you get advantage on your sleight of hand to kind of like switch out the paper with a different paper.
All right, here it goes. Hey, there we go.
All right, there we go.
There's a roll.
Yeah. With that, you're able to kind of like snatch the papers, putting in like just a bunch of blank parchment where they were. And all right, you guys have an example of clearance papers that you can use to make your own now.
Great. How long do I think Casper plans on performing?
Oh,
I
as
don't
long
know.
as I keep getting tipped, I'm gonna keep going.
If only there was some way that you can communicate with them telepathically.
Gee, if only I had telepathy. If only I knew. Actually, I guess I know that Malkier does. So I'm gonna figure out wherever Malkier is, because he's the only one I know to be telepathic.
Luckily, probably not that hard to find.
Yeah, good news. Easy to locate.
Yeah,
Kind of stands out a bit.
Yeah, just look for the shiny green dragon boy.
Alright, so I'm gonna slide up to Malkier and like gesture for him to get low so that we can whisper. Alright, Sorth and I managed to find something I could use. We just need Casper to keep going. I'll tuck myself in a back corner and get to work. And keep using Casper as a distraction.
Alright.
If I see Ruby go over to the back corner to work, I want to go so that I can, maybe even if it's like a quick brush, but so that I can give her guidance.
Well, because of how well Casper did in getting his name out, there's not really a back corner to hide in because this place is packed.
Okay. Do I see a spot where I think I could work and be undisturbed?
Try and like pay
Or
for one
not
of the rooms.
not necessarily undisturbed, but unnoticed. And if I don't, then I'll go pay for one of the rooms and go work up there.
I was gonna say this might be the better option to just dish out the money for a room.
Yeah.
We should probably wait till tomorrow to go in the city.
Yeah. It's either that or you could try the latrine, just kind of sitting there and work.
No, I'll go up to Oland at the bar. Is he at the bar?
At the moment, yeah, he's in the process of switching out drinks as he's trying to basically cater to all of these people that have shown up for Casper's performance.
Entirely fair.
Man's making money tonight.
Oh yeah, he's also working his ass off.
Yeah,
Hey.
that's fine.
Oh hey, you're one of Casper's people, right? What can I do for you?
Yeah, I wanted to look into some rooms for the night for us, the 4 rooms.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, for 4 rooms, just one night then.
Yeah, just for the night should be fine.
Okay. Yeah, it would be 2 gold.
Wonderful. Can I also get a bottle of whatever it was you gave us earlier?
Oh, that same wine?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah. That would be another 5 gold.
Perfect. Lovely.
So,
All right.
yeah, while she's taking care of that, I will tell Casper that Ruby got the papers and that she's going to work on creating a floor trade.
Oh, I almost forgot. Also, another gold for the cart stabling.
Another
So that'd be
gold
8
for the
total.
cart stabling.
Haggle, he's performing and he's making tons of bank. Maybe we don't have to pay.
I have a feeling he's already given us... Can I suss out whether or not I feel like he's already given us a discount of some kind?
Well, he just charged you 5 gold for a bottle of wine, which he gave you for free earlier. So that's already an inclination that he's probably giving you guys special treatment. But yeah, you can make an inside check to know exactly how much he's treating you guys.
Yeah, I want to know. I don't know.
I want to know. I don't know.
Yeah, hard to tell with everything going on. Just how, like, this guy seems happy yet kind of panicked at the same time.
Been there, bro.
It's like, oh god, I'm making so much money tonight. Oh god.
There's so many people here.
I've spent my fair amount of time in taverns.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know for the quality of wine I've purchased that it was at a discount?
Trying to figure out what would this be history? That'd be my guess.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead and do history.
I'm going upstairs. I'm tired of asking questions.
What are prices anyway?
What are places? What is alcohol? I'm going upstairs.
Okay. You head upstairs to get to work. Oh god, that's so funny. Okay.
After one of my songs, I'm going to glance over at Olin, see that he's struggling to kind of keep up with everything, and then just be like, thank you, Owen, for allowing me a stage to perform. If you would like, a few of the roadies are not doing anything and will happily serve the drinks for you if you can prepare them for the clientele that have come to see me perform.
Are you just like saying this in front of everybody?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
You son of a bitch.
Help out those that have helped us.
Yeah.
I'm guarding the gratuity.
Yeah. You see Oland kind of like, there's like a moment of like, what? And then you kind of like, oh, I gotcha. And he just kind of calls back, is like, whatever you think is best, Casper, and then starts throwing aprons at the rest of you.
God damn it.
Alright, so the rest of you start working as waiters, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Felker
It definitely
will
changes
remember
her
this.
face. just enough where she doesn't look so much like a bland human anymore. She's like, if I'm doing this, I'm going to try and get something out of this. She's going to make herself look ever so slightly less just like normal looking to make herself slightly more attractive looking to help.
I will not be helping, and instead I'm sitting in a chair, and if anyone asks, I'm on my break.
An icon.
Yeah, B, go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Oh my gosh. Absolute unit.
-2.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Olin just kind of like gives you like a side eye, like, yeah, whatever. It's like, it's free help if she doesn't want to do anything. She can take it up with Casper, I guess. Continues giving
I'll be in charge of the war gong.
What's that?
I said I'll be in charge of the war gong.
Just standing next to the war gong. Oh my
Waiting for the
god.
cue. Dong. You're like on the triangle in band.
Yeah.
Symbols.
Oh god, that's funny. All right. Anyone that would like to can make a persuasion check to see how charming they are as waiters.
Yeah, brother. I use every asset I have to my advantage for this.
Literally.
Yup.
I will do
What did you
it,
say
but as
was
a noble, I'm not going to be happy about it.
What did you say to use, Mike?
Persuasion.
I'm guarding the gratuity.
Yep.
Best job.
I don't know if clicking it here puts it in the other thing. Oh, it did work. Wow, look at that. Oh, ew, a 12. Gross.
Well, I can... Well,
my
fork tongue will definitely help me here.
All right.
Do I get advantage because I have boobs?
Oh my god.
Whoa!
No. That's bullshit. No.
No, excuse me. I have the sim that makes this appropriate. It is an allowed question.
Whoa, I have boobs too. I can't use that.
I guess here's my question, Kit. Are you being really obvious with them?
Yeah.
All right, then roll again.
Casper's gonna make me work like this? Fine. I'll go.
Might as well get something out of it.
Do everything in my power. Wow, didn't get much better.
All right.
I'm getting
Yep,
more
so-
tips than you.
So minimum 14 on mine.
Yeah. Yeah, Felcrum, the people love you because you can just bring like a giant fucking like tray of like 16 beers to a table.
I mean,
So
my
you
mom was a bartender, so I've helped out. I know what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
exactly.
He's like those waitresses during Oktoberfest that are able to carry like fucking a bajillion
Goddamn right.
cups at once.
Yeah, the special mugs that like hook
Yeah.
onto each other, so like
Yeah.
you just bring them in. Yeah, yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Not to mention, you could clear a path very quickly.
Yeah.
There's
Malk
Falco
here.
right there.
Malk here. You get a lot of like confused looks as people get brought drinks that are not what they ordered.
I am a noble. I have not done a decent amount of hard work in my life.
Yeah. Yeah. Kit, you lay on the charm, or should I say charms,
Yeah.
to get a bit more noticed. Which it is noticed by the people, as well as a couple of the other waiters. One in particular, one in particular, Arthur, who's giving you a confused look.
It's like, I don't know whether to be confused or aroused. Or both.
Oh god, that's funny.
Alright. Cool. So, Ruby, as you head up to do your forging, go ahead and make another forgery check. Now that you have all of the required sources to work from.
Got enough example material to draw from.
Okay. I'm gonna take a good swig of that wine before I do so,
I
and
believe in you.
hope for the best.
All right, that's decent.
One job on this ship.
It's better than the last one, as it's at least accurate to like the information you're trying to project. Just kind of looks a little messy. Like,
Can I pass it off as like being rushed?
yeah, I'd say like you can like add like some like water damage to it, or like, you're coming from the sand, so maybe just like make it really dirty looking, so it's like, yeah, we almost lost it in a sandstorm or some shit like that.
Great.
Yeah, it's looks official enough to pass if if it is presented with enough charm. So someone might have to do some talking to get the rest of the way through the door.
All right.
Good news. I know people that can do that.
Yep. All right. Cool. So, are you going to try and return the stuff you stolen, or are you just saying fuck that guy? We'll just this is fine.
This is mine now.
Okay. I wasn't sure what the second half of the plan was. If you're keeping the document, or if you're going to like put it back so that it doesn't raise any question.
No, I'm gonna hang on to it.
All
There's
right.
a lot of people in here. They could have just fallen out of his pocket and gotten stepped on and carried
I'm
away.
also, I'm not gonna go back downstairs. As
Oh,
well.
sure, yeah. All right. So
B's like, wait, that was an option? To just not be here? Do that?
all right. Kat, go ahead and just roll me a d20. Okay. Nothing catches your eye as you're watching the money pot. It seems people are just throwing in coins here and there, no strange trinkets or anything.
Boo.
All right. Anything else anyone would like to do during the performance before we wrap this up?
No.
All right. So I'll have everybody roll me. We'll say Malkir, roll me a d4. Kit, roll me a d6. Felcrum, roll me a d10. And Casper, roll me 4d6.
Is this for how much we get tipped?
Yep. So Malkir gets 3 gold, Kit gets 4, Felcrum gets 9, and Casper, at the end of the night, everything added together in the pot is 17 gold.
Hell yeah.
You also get another 10 gold from Olin as
Hell
kind
yeah.
of like a thanks for performing type thing.
All right.
All right, and at the end of the night, you say you're gonna sign autographs, right?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another. We'll say 2d8. All right, you get another 6 gold from the autographs.
Okay. All right.
We gotta get you set up with a merch table.
I need a slogan. I've seen a ghost and enjoyed it.
What?
It's a work in
It's not going to
progress.
sell shirts.
What does that even
It's not
mean?
going to sell shirts.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
You trying to make a play on I kissed a girl and I liked it?
Then you're
No.
Casper the ghost.
Yeah.
Casper the friendly ghost.
Oh. God, that's a pull.
It was.
All right. Cool. And then you say goodbye to all of your fans and turn in for the night.
I'm definitely bringing like 2 girls with me.
Okay. A couple groupies.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
I got the extra room for myself, so I
I
might
was
as well.
about to say, please tell me I'm not in the same fucking room as him.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check at advantage.
Persuasion check at advantage. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. You head up to your room with a girl on either side. So, it's trying to remember how many people we got here.
What?
1, 2, 4. So we got 10 other people. No, 12 other people. I forgot about Sorth and Curiosity. So we got 12 people for the remaining 3 rooms.
Sounds about right.
All right. I guess how is that getting divvied up?
I don't take up much space. I can sleep with the foot of someone's bed.
Like a cat, just like curled
Yeah.
at the end of a bed.
Well, there's 4 people to a room, so
I can also be an animal and sleep at the foot of a bed.
For like 2 hours.
4 hours if I wake up.
Yeah, if you wake up and then do it again, and then
Do
go
it
back to
again.
sleep. Yeah.
I'll share a bed with B.
And Kit and Cat will definitely be in the same room.
All right. So that's 1 room.
I can bunk with Felcrum, and I guess we'll take. Oh, what's his name? Fucking unnamed guard number 3. Who's
And
now been
it's-
named.
They're all
2 hours per-
they're all named now.
Yeah.
Are you
We'll
taking
take Toshi and Arthur.
Toshi and Arthur? Okay.
It's 2 hours per watch. Got the night covered. But I'm not gonna. Anyway.
So that leaves Athelos in the room with Curiosity, Sorth, and Fira. All right. Any conversations before you go to bed for the night?
Somebody owes. I just say to our room in general. Somebody owes me gold for this room. I don't care who it is.
Casper.
It's a good idea.
I like how I imagine the 3 of us all in at the same time.
Casper.
Casper.
I assume the rest of the performance went well then.
Oh yeah, you raked in boatloads of money.
Nice.
I think I saw him with a couple girls, so he did well for himself, I guess.
Very well.
Good for him.
Okay, but how did the other night go, Kit?
You still haven't even gotten anything.
Yeah, but he was on break with you.
I'm on watch? Yeah, I got an umbrella.
What? I didn't get an umbrella.
You're not getting mine. You didn't have to deal with the rain. I'm keeping this umbrella.
I don't like him. You should break up.
That's the plan in the long run, Cat, obviously.
Tomorrow.
No, what? No. Wait for this all to be done first.
Oh. Do we know why they're on lockdown?
I don't think we
city?
found out, and
Okay.
I mean, it's been a while since what happened when we were here, so I highly doubt it's because of that. So it must be from something else that we just don't know about.
Okay, okay.
You didn't hear anything when you were find anything when you were inside?
I was a mouse, so I couldn't really question too much.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll figure it out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can listen in as we're waiting tomorrow, see if we can learn anything.
Oh, did you make that copy okay?
Should get us by. Might need a little bit of sweet talking to really seal the deal, but I think we have enough people that know how to sweet talk their way into something that we should be okay.
Yeah, won't be too bad.
Did you enjoy hitting the war gong, B?
It was pretty fun, not gonna lie. I still don't like the noise, though.
Big is the war gong.
People seem to like it. Yeah. Why a
Wait,
gong?
Why a gong? How big is that war gong, though? In comparison to B, how big's the
Good
gong?
question.
Like, she probably had to, like, jump to hit the center.
More
It's on
strenuous than I would have
wheels.
liked. I should take some of Casper's tip for that war gong. It was a lot of work.
Tips weren't even that great. There wasn't anything cool. It was just money.
Well, money's nice.
And money is
nice
important.
and important. He said to be other things too, and there was.
How was, waitressing?
You weren't. Although you probably wouldn't have even been able to. I don't even think anybody would have seen you to like
And the
get
tables
drinks
weren't
or-
really short people friendly.
So I guess the war gong was probably actually a better spot to be.
Probably.
That or you could have just like taken orders from like on top of like Malkier. You could just like stand on his shoulders.
Stand on his shoulders.
Yeah. Just taking
Going for a
orders from
little
there.
piggyback ride.
Yeah. Well, it would have been easy to see you, amongst all the patrons. They'd be like, there, that one. Order from that one over there.
I like people watching.
Well, seeing as you only had to hit the war gong once every like 2 minutes, you had plenty of time.
Yeah.
People watching's fun. It's half the fun of being in a tavern.
Haven't been in many. It's Probably like my second or third one.
Third tavern?
Yeah.
Oh, right, I forgot. Farm. Oh, Ruby, did you keep the original papers that you copied the other papers from?
Yes.
What are they for? Just in case.
I take a look at them. What were they for?
We'll never know.
Oh, hello?
Sorry, I was muted. I've been coughing a lot because I was eating chips earlier, and I got a little dust in the back of my throat that keeps making me cough.
Eh.
So I that's why I keep muting myself. So you can see that the papers that this dwarven merchant had, it was a manifest that seems to be a lot of like weapons and armor, except it's being shipped out of the city, not into.
Oh.
Do they have a location that it's going to?
Yeah, it is being sent to be. Hold on a second. I need a name. Alright. It's being shipped to a place called Castle Rhea.
Does that name ring a bell?
To you, no.
Sounds like they were taking weapons and armor out of the city to someplace called Castle Rhea.
Did you ring a bell for us?
Anyone?
Does it?
For Kit and Cat, you guys would recognize it. Castle Rhea is one of the forts on the border of the country of the Empire. Pretty close to where Ithaca and Ixada are.
Oh, okay. So like towards the mountains then. Right.
Yeah, towards the mountains, exactly.
One of those little buildings down there that has no name.
Yeah. One of the things that does stand out to you, Ruby, as you're looking at the manifest, is in addition to weapons and armor, there's a lot of coiled wire. Is a lot. There's some weapons and some armor. Majority of the manifest though is this coiled wire.
Does it specify what kind of wire?
Well, just some kind of metallic coiled wire. That's it.
This is gonna become the why so much animal feed?
Seems like they were also shipping out a lot of wire, some kind of coiled up wire.
Do we have any idea what that much coiled wire would be needed for?
Make a history check.
Sure. No.
You have no idea.
I can't think about it right now. My feet hurt too much.
Mine don't.
Yeah, because you were ringing a war gong all night.
Seems like something very odd is going on in this city.
There's always odd things going on in this empire. It's not quite. I think it'd be more odd if odd things weren't happening. It is an ever-expanding empire, so it's not surprising that they have weird things going on any way they possibly can to move along. Who knows? Maybe it's for use in some way of dealing with the mountainous terrain blocking their way.
Maybe. Just seems like an odd thing to ship to a fort.
I'm sure they have their
Does.
reason. They tend to always have a reason.
I have to trust you on that one. We should get some sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
Who ended up with a room next to Casper?
Not us. I would have specifically picked a room.
Yeah, but that's the problem.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some noise coming from here.
Yeah, that's the problem though, is that you picked first, so...
Right in the middle.
Well, let's see.
Oh, no.
Kayla, pick a number between 1 and 3.
3.
All right. Say Joe, pick a number between 1 and 3.
1.
Okay. It's the room with all NPCs in it.
Yeah!
Yay!
Woohoo!
We did it.
So Athelos, Curiosity, Sorth, and Fira all have a rough night as they're trying to go to sleep.
Just having a rough night in a different way.
Wait, before Girls' Room sleeps, whatever, I don't know, where should we, what, sarcophagus? That's
What?
exactly how it said.
Where should we sarcophagus?
Yeah.
What about it?
It
What
just
are you-
sits up in her bed and looks at her sister, and she's like, "Are you okay?
Yes.
What are you
But-
talking about?"
Tomorrow, we tried to go to the magic items place, but they ancient artifacts, whatever. Those
Antiquities?
people. Yes.
Yeah,
And like they're so slow.
yeah. They live in a dusty old building. Of course.
Yeah. So what do we do with the thing?
What do you mean? What happened when you went there?
They were gonna they made Malkir do paperwork.
Of course they did. Everything revolves around paperwork. You know they
But
were
that's
going to
so
do paperwork.
slow, and I just want to get it open.
Well, they're probably are maybe not the best bet, but close to our best shot at getting it open. They might actually know what the heck it is. We'll have to try again. When we get there tomorrow with all of us and the actual item, it'll probably be a lot easier than the metaphorical item you guys were, bringing to them.
Okay. Massa said dude might want it.
Dude might want it. I'm not surprised Massa didn't want it, but dude, I mean, maybe. But I guess, it depends on what's in it.
Yeah.
Because if
Well,
they
I
don't know
didn't-
what's in it.
I didn't think Massa would want it either, but I knew they would be like. I thought maybe they could get everybody in.
I mean, possible. But I mean, at least they give us an idea of where to go. I don't know if dude will take it if they don't know what's in it, though.
I don't want dude to take it because
When Massa was referring to dude, they were talking about getting everybody into the city. They were
Oh,
talking
okay.
about artifacts.
I was gonna say, I was like, why would dude want it?
maybe it's dangerous and they're all about the defense or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, it's already in the city at that point, and they've already fucked up their job.
You're right.
But I mean,
That's why you're the
this-
brains.
If this paperwork gets us in, then we don't have to do anything that has to do anything.
We
with
can
that
just try to
whole-
open it.
I don't have a lot of confidence in us being able to open it at this point. We've tried quite a few times.
But not all of
Definitely
us
sealed.
together.
What if it's not even like hollow? What if it's just like a solid, weird hunk of metallic rock?
You know, it could be.
It's just a meteor. Like,
But what if it's
Just a
from the
meteorite,
thingy
like-
in the sky?
the moon?
No, the big thing.
Oh, right.
The
that
big-
thing.
The big other thing.
The other thing, right?
The big
yeah.
thing?
The big
Like
thing.
the moon.
Can you back up to the big thing in the sky?
Yeah,
Real quick?
I would like to know.
Yeah, you explain it. You're better at that.
Well, I mean, it's both of us, but I'm not gonna lie. Kit definitely knows what we're talking about. Tori, can vaguely remember what we're talking about. I
The
remember.
giant, like,
I
fisher
remember-
thing in the sky.
Yeah, I remember this from the one shot. I just don't remember exactly how to explain it.
That's
So-
fine. That's what cat'll say then. The giant fisher thing in space.
Giant.
I'd point to it, but the stupid clouds are in the way.
Yeah. Don't
You
bring up
mean-
clouds.
Just for Kayla's clarification, do you mean fissure like a big crack? Or fissure like a fisher? Like fishing?
No.
No, I think fissure is the word you're going for. Mike, how did you describe it again? I can't remember.
Yeah, that's what I can't remember
I didn't
either.
write it down. I didn't write anything down for the one shot. I'm so mad. I don't know why I didn't.
Luckily, it is the most recent thing added to the World Builder tab in the
Oh,
Discord.
I also
Uh,
had access to Discord.
10
right
out of
here,
10.
so-
The Eternal Ember, which was once believed to be a second moon, they realized it looks more like a star, and with the invention of telescopes, realized that it's actually a asteroid perpetually wreathed in multicolored flame. The thing that's extra interesting about it, besides the fact that it doesn't move, is that as people started traveling to different parts of the plane, they noticed that no matter where you are on the plane, the Eternal Ember is in the exact same spot in the sky.
Wait, is this the thing I was trying to study? I think it was.
Yes.
I think this was it, and I forgot.
Yeah, but the clouds were in the way.
Yeah, you're dealing with the.
You were
clouds.
both trying to study
Yeah.
it for different reasons, I think.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hate clouds.
it was. Yeah, that's right. I wanted to like study its like how the fact that it like was constantly just in one spot all the time, no matter where you were and all that jazz, and its any potential effects it was having like on our planet or whatnot. Yeah. I remember now. Oh god, it's all coming
Forgot
back
that
to
we
me.
have the Discord tab about the useful information. Anyway.
Um, so, but this wouldn't be a thing then. That's like, it's not a secret, right? Like it. I mean, it probably became known once it became discovered, right?
Everybody can
Like
see.
everybody knows about it because everybody can see it.
Yeah.
Different people have called it different things over the years. The name that like the official name that like the Empire calls it, that they've basically whenever they talk about it to other people, that's what they call it, is the Eternal Ember, or
Okay.
sometimes they just call it the Ember for short.
Right. Okay. Right. So yeah, that's what we're talking about, and I assume then Ruby and B become, or at least Ruby might become a little bit less stressed about it. B probably is still like, what the fuck?
He's like,
stress.
a lot of info.
Yeah. It was discovered X number of years ago.
Yeah, most people don't think about it because they're just like, yeah, it's just part of the sky. What are you talking about? It's always been
basically
there.
it basically is another moon, just doesn't move.
Yeah.
Weird.
I never knew it had like a history. I thought it was just there.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
has a history. It has a name. It's one of the probably biggest studied, subjects within NASA. Where it came from, why it's there, why does it move, why it's just a lot of whys. There's a lot of whys, and a lot of those whys have not been determined yet.
I bet that's why it's here then.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's an alien.
Is it gonna fall out of the sky one day and just crush all of us?
Maybe.
That's a possibility.
Well, that's what I'm gonna have nightmares about tonight.
That's the beauty of science and discovery, and there's just so many unknowns.
Great, I love science.
Fascinating.
Like science.
I don't know. I haven't really spent a lot of time looking up. I've been a little bit more focused on going on in the world.
Yeah.
About the sarcophagus.
No, right back to that. Yeah. The
The
sarcophagus
alien.
that might just be a rock.
Because the sarcophagus isn't just a rock. I mean, I feel like if we knew how to open it, we would have figured it out by now.
I mean, maybe. It's not like we really had a lot of tools to do so.
But
True.
if we
Also,
get
knowing
it-
none of the history behind it does not help, because if we knew more maybe about where it came from, we might have been able to determine a way to actually open it, but we were sort of in a rush.
Yeah.
And the people who found it didn't exactly know much about it either.
So whatever deal we make around this artifact, we want to be privy to what's inside, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If it can be opened, I want to know what's inside of it. But now the thing is either we basically have to try and market it and sell it as a sarcophagus. Because if we think, wow, this could just be a rock, other people might also think this could just be a rock.
We don't want people to think it's just a rock.
No, because you get a lot less
No.
money for a rock.
Someone's gotta be in it.
Trust me, the geological departments, they don't even have names.
Yes, we do. No.
It's not geology.
I know it's a joke. Some agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all my concerns. I guess we'll decide more when we're all together and in the city.
Yeah, I was thinking about asking, like, maybe sending a message to mother and father, but even they wouldn't know what this is, so that wouldn't help us either.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm going to sleep.
I would also like to go to sleep.
Yeah, it's bedtime.
I like
nice.
to imagine we all go to sleep dreaming about the eternal ember for completely different reasons. Dee has nightmares about a rock falling from the sky.
Like, I don't like this.
I surf down from the eternal ember on the sarcophagus, and when I land, it opens, and it's
Gets rid of
everything I
all the
could ever
clouds.
want. And yeah, it sucks all the clouds in. I have a wonderful dream.
Oh my god. Alright. Anything in the guys' room? Mal here, Falcrum.
Nothing from me. Unless somebody wants to talk to me.
No, I'm good.
Oh my god. Alright. Well, most of you gained the benefits of a long rest.
Who's not included in the word most?
Probably me.
I guess it depends on when the rest of the party decides to wake up Casper.
Bright and
I
early.
mean, as soon as the rest of us wake up.
Yeah. Then yeah, Casper, you wake up in the bed, and it's a little early. You did not get a full night's rest after your performance, followed by your performance.
I was just about to say that.
Oh God.
At least we know he doesn't have performance anxiety.
Uh-huh.
I'm up. I'm up. How early is it?
Right.
Well, the roosters are still crowing.
So you're saying I should put pants on?
Yes.
Preferably.
Probably, because as you said, you're up.
But
Yeah. As Casper, as Casper opens the door to his room, the two groupies go running out with their clothes half on.
Are we ready to get started with our day then?
I mean, at
Do
least
it.
have breakfast first.
Yeah, after breakfast.
I know I got a lot to eat last night. I suppose I can go for actual food though.
Oh my god.
You do need actual food, Casper.
All right, we'll have breakfast.
All right. You guys head downstairs. Oland is nowhere to be seen, as he's probably sleeping off the previous night as well. One of the few members of the staff, other than him, is there. You can see it's it's a human woman, middle aged. She says, our performer is up.
It's still early, and I need breakfast.
Fair enough. Grab yourselves a table. We'll get you some breakfast.
Casper just goes over to the same table that they were sitting at last night. And just slumps into a chair.
All right. Yeah. You guys have a nice breakfast. 1 silver per person.
Just like Casper.
And you head to the stable to pick up your cart. And you can see that in the backyard of the inn, you see Oland, who's currently what looks to be doing some like morning martial arts stretches and jabs and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, just doing some training exercises in the backyard. He notices you guys and he waves before going back to training.
I give a very tired, slight bow, and then just climb into the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And you guys head off. You get to the gate to find that the line to get into the city has already grown in the time it took you to have your breakfast. So it takes another hour or so before you get to the gate.
I'm gonna spread another rumor.
Okay.
I'll put bland human face back on.
Just burning through those level 1 slots.
Yep.
So what is your rumor?
Same rumor as before, the very first one. Greatest performer of all time is here.
So, in addition to you guys planning on, yes, we just came from the excavation from the desert. Also, this rock star is here with us.
Damn right.
We picked him up on the road.
Oh my god.
To be fair, he could probably just be asleep in the cart, and we not have to talk about him.
Alright. So, who's taking the lead on this as you guys get up to the gate?
The homie with paperwork. You're up, Malkier.
Yeah, I gave the paper before we got close. I gave the paperwork to Malkier and outlined that I'd distressed it so it looked like we had come from this excavation, and all that jazz.
I'm a mouse in my sister's pocket.
Okay.
I'm sitting with Casper on the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Who's dead to the world.
Yeah. I just assumed he would be laying down next to our artifact with a blanket, just 5 more minutes.
I'm laying on Kit.
Suddenly, just an explosion of light comes from Kit's pocket.
Yeah.
Let's touch the pocket.
I accidentally
here.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Sorry, I forgot to turn off my dancing light.
Sorry, my pocket does that sometimes.
It's one of the side effects of being part of the Casper's squads. We all just light up randomly.
Sorry, my mouse.
My pocket's a portable spotlight. You never know when the show must go on.
So anyway, you guys get up to the gate, and the guard, different guard. You don't really. It's kind of hard to tell with the he's got bit of a helmet that covers the face. It says papers and manifest, please.
All right. Pass over papers, just scroll of pedigree, transport papers that we forged.
He looks through the manifest and all of the individual papers for the people, and looks one by one, looks at them, looks at you with a weird look. What happened?
Care to elaborate? That is a very vague question.
Well, looks like your papers are a bit worse for wear. Well, other than your scroll here.
Well, the scroll is mine personally. I keep that in a special compartment that doesn't really allow for much room. My assistant here lost the manifest for a good couple of days. We found it wedged between the wheel and the axle for most of the trip, apparently.
Uh-huh. And they also lost all the individual papers for each and every member of your group here?
Unfortunately, I'm going to have a stern talking to them. This is going to be much more of an issue, because we're kind of behind schedule here.
Right. Go ahead and make a deception check.
Does it help that we have the papers?
The papers are what's giving you a deception check.
Alright. Minimum I can roll is an 8. Eesh.
That's 7.
Yeah. So I treat any roll as 7 or lower as an 8.
Wait, you have that ability too?
Fourth tongue. You
It's
have
not as strong as
facility
mine, but yeah.
Yeah. You have a facility with speech and know how to manipulate an audience. Whenever you make an ability check to persuade, deceive, or intimidate, you treat any roll of a d20 of 7 or lower as an 8.
Okay, so it's a 14.
14.
Okay.
God, I hope he's bad on insight.
Well, let's see.
Kind of wish we had the other guy. This would make it so much fucking easier.
He gives you a long, squinted stare, and he says, "Good help's hard to find, huh? You
Yeah.
head on in."
Appreciate you. Have a good day, sir.
Yeah, you too.
Alright.
And
Gesture
you
for them to
all,
bring the cart in.
yeah, you all slowly make your way through through the gate. They check the cart to make sure it lines up with the manifest, and you guys all head inside.
One rock? Check. One rock.
One rock, 13 people?
Yeah.
Hey, it's a heavy.
I mean, like-
it took 13 of us to lift it in here.
The sarcophagus is like, it's in a crate that you guys usually keep shut, except when
Yeah.
you're doing your weird, hey, let's try and open the crate in the dead of night thing.
Okay, I think you use the word
Who
we.
could that
but
be?
I think you need to maybe use the more.
Three guesses and the first two don't count.
I am so glad I have that ability now.
Yep. Alright. So, you all make it into the shopping quarter. Line stalls of marketplace. Various shops stretching out throughout the city. What would the party like to do?
Not gonna lie, we didn't plan this far ahead.
Yep, you are in the city now.
Not gonna lie, I definitely thought we were never getting in here.
Yeah, I was starting to lose hope.
Not gonna lie, I think we barely passed that check.
I mean,
Listen, I had silvery barbs on the ready if we failed, but we got it.
We got in on a 14.
Yeah, because shouting at the guard would have made everything go better.
Well, no, it's just a distraction. It doesn't have to be like a bad distraction. Like
I know, but,
yelling at
like,
him.
The name of the spell being silvery barbs gives like the inclination that it's usually an insult.
It does, but I feel like it doesn't have to.
It doesn't have to be.
But
That's
it definitely
true.
sounds like it definitely should.
It should be, yeah.
To be fair, one time I just flashed my boobs, and
Yes,
that's
you
not
did.
an insult to anybody.
That's your go-to. Just surprise cleavage.
Oh, that's not cleavage, my friend. That's the whole booba.
Full on boobage.
Hit, you know where we're supposed to be going, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least have an idea of where we can go?
Yeah, looks to Cat and Arthur like, okay.
Kit, but
Kit. I mean, technically, the sister is also in that general direction.
So is Casper. He's just asleep.
Yeah, I'm just sitting in the cart. I mean, well, do you want to just go try and deal with this right away? Because that would be probably at Antiquities. They're really the only people I can think of that would know anything about this.
I mean,
Unfortunately. Go ahead.
it's early in the day. If we're gonna get bogged down in bureaucratic nonsense, then
Yeah, the earlier
get started now.
To be fair, it's not like we'll have to wait in a line. They're not that popular.
I could tell.
Yeah, there's a reason why they're in the building they're in. But what were you about to say? When I said where we should go, Malkir, you made a distressing sound. What did you do? I look at my pocket. What did you do and not tell me?
Squeak.
I telepathically to her, I'm like, no.
Telepathically, squeak. And it's literally just the word squeak.
I know, and just like
Squeak 'em.
just like shut my pocket.
We started the process, and then your sister got seen as a mouse. We had to dip.
Wait, that's it? They saw a mouse?
Squeak.
A mouse with some paper. With the paper.
Okay. What did you do?
I left.
You. What?
I
Okay.
left while your sister was being a mouse in front of the fucking.
What paper? Wait, what paper was it? Oh, the excavation one, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Thankfully, I think if I show up and return that, we should be fine.
Just say you
Because-
left it.
I mean, we all probably shouldn't go in. That's a lot of
There's a
people
lot-
to fit into
There's a
their
lot of
office.
us. There's a lot of us.
A few of us can stay with the cart, and a few of you can go inside.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Oh no.
If we don't make any progress there, we could probably find some eccentric noble here who probably wants it. Turn to Kit. I assume you have no shortage of eccentric nobles.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm sneezing.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think they're. Oh no, never mind. Not. Okay. 9 sneezes later, we're done. All right. Yeah. I know. People. I definitely forgot that for my background, I have the feature of name dropping. Totally just remembered I had that.
Because if you know a couple people, I can use my position of privilege to get us an audience, potentially.
Yeah. I feel like if we can't figure, I totally forgot I had that. Could have used that maybe at the gate. Oh well.
God.
Love that.
Definitely,
Thank you.
forgot that was me. Definitely forgot I had that until this session when I was like scrolling and I was like, oh no. But yeah, no, we might be able to figure something out. I think we should start with antiquities just to even get an idea at least of what we have, even if they don't want it. And at least maybe they can give us information on it, because trying to sell it to somebody when you're like, it's a rock.
It's a thing. It's not exactly a major selling point.
Yeah, we need to know more about it in order to sell it for more. So yeah, I think we should at least start with antiquities.
Alright. Back to the Department of Antiquities.
All right. And yeah, as you guys make your way to the Department of Antiquities to try and find out about what the sarcophagus actually is and possibly find a seller, that's where we're going to end things tonight.
Oh, thank God. My God.
Alrighty, then on that note, I will end the stream here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.